Okay, today's warm-up we're going to be starting off by borrowing a little bit from the world of yoga. We're going to be gently transitioning between a downward dog and a cobra position, rocking back and forth, trying to push just a little bit further into each end of the position as you start to feel your tissues warm up. Go ahead and do 10 of these in each direction. I'm going to go ahead and speed this up so we can move along. Yeah, that looks funny. Next up, go ahead and keep your hands on the ground there because you're going to be going right into a set of mountain climbers, 10 on each leg. Okay, moving right along, let's wake up your core with some plank shoulder taps. Get into a push-up position and start slapping yourself in the arm with a free hand while balancing on the other. The trick here is going to be trying to keep your torso parallel to the floor and not letting it rotate up to face one of your walls. Going to do 10 of these on each hand. Okay, let's now get you up onto your feet for some wide, narrow squat hops. Crouch down low and jump up in the air just a few inches, enough so you can get your feet narrow or wide and transition between those two foot positions. You're going to go 10 wide, 10 narrow. Last up, for the bodyweight portion of this warm-up, we're just going to do some running on the spot with your knees up high. 10 on each leg should do you good. Okay, time to add some resistance now. Grab your kettlebell and go into a standard two-handed swing. Going to be doing 10 of these, then we're going to switch to an alternating swing, going from left to right hand, also 10 on each side. Once you've completed your swings, we're going to go into a low orbital where you just pass the bell around your body from hand to hand, front and back. We're going to do 10 clockwise and 10 counterclockwise. And then finally we're going to wrap it up by lifting the kettlebell up to chest height and doing high orbitals around the head. Once again, 10 clockwise, 10 counterclockwise. Okay, first up in the sequence we have a one-arm bent over row. You're going to position your feet where you have one leg stretched out behind you, and then lean forward and rest your elbow on your front leg. Then take your free hand, grab your weight, and pull from your ankle to your hip. 10 reps. Then we're moving into a squat clean. You're going to clean the kettlebell up to the rack position, drop into a single rep of a squat, bring it up, and repeat. Let it drop down, swing between your legs, clean it back up to the rack, and squat again. Another 10 reps of this one. Up next, we've got 5 reps of a one-arm jerk. Do about a quarter of a squat, then use your legs to drive the weight up high and steer it into place over your head with your arm. Then go ahead and take a knee because we're going into a kneeling strict overhead press for 5 reps. Now if you want to make these really brutal on yourself, try doing it hovering that knee about an inch off the ground instead of letting it rest on the floor. From there we're going to go into 10 walk-through lunges. Keeping one foot planted, lunge up and forward, step all the way through, drop down, and then lunge up and backwards. One at the back and one at the front equals 1 rep. And finally, last but not least, you're going to stay down on the ground and go into a kneeling wood chopper. Hold the bell by the vertical handles on both ends. Start with it pressed up against your thigh behind you, then lift it diagonally across in front of you till it's just about shoulder height on the opposite side. Okay, with all that said and done, you deserve a little rest, but don't take too long because you need to repeat that entire process on the other side. Okay, real quick side note, when you go to do your walk-through lunges, make sure that the leg you're keeping planted is the one opposite from where you're holding the weight. Otherwise, when you crouch down to do your wood choppers, you're going to have to do this weird, awkward leg switch correction. So just avoid that. And that is today's routine. Have a great workout. See you next time.